morning. This is Mr. Schmidt coming at you from my living room, or Mr. S, as most of you guys know me. I am so excited that we're able to still have our music classes, even though we're all at home on this distance learning during all of this. And I'm very excited to be able to continue to share music and share these lessons with you, so you guys can have some things to do at home. So today we are going to check out a really awesome book. I was looking through my supplies and I thought I have not even done this book before with you guys. If you checked out my previous video, we've been talking about rhythms a little bit, and we did talk about rhythms a lot in class. So the book I have for you today, it's really really amazing. This is also on the Reading Rainbow Library, but this book is called Max Found Two Sticks, and it's by Brian Pinkney. Okay, Brian Pinkney. And this story is kind of interesting because have you ever had a day when you didn't really feel like talking? Everybody wants to talk to you, but maybe you really didn't feel like talking. You weren't in that good of a mood, and you're just feeling like, man, I just wish everybody would just kind of leave me alone. Well, that's how Max is feeling that day. And sometimes when we're stuck at home like this, sometimes it's easy to feel that way. Like, hey, I'm kind of upset we're stuck at home. I'm kind of upset we can't really do anything, and so I really don't want to talk to anybody. And that's okay to feel that way. There's nothing wrong with that. But that's the way our friend Max is feeling in the story. But you're going to find out as the story goes on that he doesn't stay that way, that he finds a way to communicate beyond just talking, and that communication is achieved through music. Okay, so let's get started with Max Found Two Sticks. Oh, by the way, in this book we're going to find some rhythms as we go. So as we find these rhythms, we're going to talk about them today. And then next Thursday, I'm going to ask you to bring a couple of items to our lesson when you're watching this next video, and you'll be able to play along with those rhythms. But we'll isolate those rhythms today as we're reading. That way you have a good idea of what they sound like, okay? So here we go. Max found two sticks. It was a day when Max didn't feel like talking to anyone. He just sat on his front steps and watched the clouds gather in the sky. "What are you going to do with those sticks?" Max's grandpa asked as he washed the front windows. Not saying a word, Max tapped his thighs. Pat, pat, pat. Feel free to do that along with the story with us when we find a rhythm. Let's do that again. Ready? Pat, pat, pat. Okay, very good. There's our picture. Putter, putter, pat, tat. His rhythm imitated the sounds of the pigeons that he had startled into flight. Putter, putter, pat, tat. Try that with me again. Putter, putter, tat, tat. You can see the pigeons that he scared off as he was playing his rhythms. When Max's mother came home carrying new hats for his twin sister, she asked, "What are you doing with Grandpa's cleaning bucket, son?" Max responded by patting the bucket. Tap, tap, tap. Ready? Tap, tap, tap. Tippy tip, tap, tap. He created a rhythm of the light rain falling against the front windows. Tippy tip, tap, tap. After a while, the clouds moved on and the sun appeared. Cindy, Sean, and Jamal showed up drinking sodas. "Hey, Max, what you doing with those hat boxes?" Again, Max didn't answer. He just played on the boxes. Dum, dum, dee dum. Dum, dum, dee dum. Dee 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 dum dum. Max drummed the beat of the tom-toms in a marching band. Dee 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 dum dum. "What are you up to with those soda bottles?" his dad asked as he brought out the garbage cans on his way to work. Max answered on the bottles. Ding, dang, dong. Ding, dang, dong. Ding, dong, ding. His music joined the chiming of the bells in the church up around the corner. Ding dong ding. A cling clang da bang. Max pounded out the sound of the wheels thundering down the tracks under the train on which his father worked as a conductor. A cling clang da bang. A cling clang da bang. Suddenly, Max heard thump dee dee thump dee dee thump, as the marching band rounded the corner. Thump dee dee thump dee dee thump. Max watched the drummers with amazement as they passed, copying their rhythms. The last drummer saw Max, then with a nod and a wink, he tossed Max his spare set of sticks. Would you look at that? Thanks, called Max. He didn't miss a beat. So you can see by the end of our story, our friend Max finally feels like talking again after playing some rhythms to the different sounds that he hears in nature. So, when we see each other again next Thursday, I want you to bring a couple things to your lesson today if you can. If not, it's always okay to use body percussion on your legs or anywhere on your body. But if you can, I would like you to bring a bucket. I'd like you to bring a box of some sort. Now, Max plays on a hat box. It doesn't have to be a box, but you can bring a bucket, a box. You can bring a make sure you get your mom's permission for this. But you can bring a kitchen glass if you want, so we can ding a little bit. Okay, and then bring a pair of sticks if you can. Okay, so bring a couple of those items to our lesson next time, and then we'll be able to play some of these rhythms together. We'll check out the story again, but we'll stop and play the rhythms too. Okay, guys, thanks so much for stopping in to check out my Thursday music with Mr. S. Be sure to have your eyes open for next Tuesday for music of Mrs. Engdahl as well, for her Around the World in 88 days, or 8 days, excuse me, with Phileas Frog. And we'll see you back here next Thursday for the second part of Max Found Two Sticks. Bye, Huskies.